Good morning, everyone. I apologize for a slightly late start. I think the breakfast was too good and nobody wanted to leave that room. So thank you for leaving the room and joining us over here. There will be food throughout the day. The coffee station will be there throughout the day. And we will have another, I promise, delicious lunch. So I look forward to seeing all of you. Let me just introduce myself in case anyone wasn't here last night. If you weren't here last night, you really missed out. So you are going to want to follow us on social media and go on our website and look for that recording because there was just so much wisdom and insight and understanding and knowledge and hope shared last night with everyone, starting with Annie Jacobson's brilliant lecture, Masako Wada's moving testimony, and then just a panel of experts that was so filled with insight and really moved me deeply, but also allowed me to have this moment of choosing hope, just as David Krieger and Daisaku Ikeda have been telling us to do. So welcome to the Choose Hope Symposium, where we honor David Krieger and Daisaku Ikeda, their decades-long collaboration and their timeless dialogue, the book Choose Hope, which provided the inspiration for this conference. We are delighted to organize Choose Hope with Soka Gakkai International, who have been just the most wonderful partners and friends, not just in putting this symposium together, but in our shared work on advancing nuclear disarmament and peace. Both David and Mr. Ikeda were one of a kind. They were dreamers, but also fighters. They were intellectuals, but also activists. They were poets, historians, and philosophers. And they shared a singular commitment to a peaceful world free of nuclear weapons, which both brought them together and took each of them around the world to advance the vision of a better future. But we are here to do more than just honor our greats. We're about to embark on a journey of exploration into the many facets of nuclear weapons and the challenges and opportunities that await us. We're here to chart a path forward. Today, you will hear from numerous experts on topics ranging from the transition we must make from valuing nuclear deterrence to valuing nuclear disarmament, on the way in which nuclear weapons have devastated communities in, but also far beyond Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and the way in which anti-nuclear activism can and should intersect with activism on other planetary threats, including climate change. Finally, we will also hear from the acclaimed film director, Andrew Davis, about the role of art and film in advancing disarmament, and from young people about their own work and activities. But first, you will hear from Mr. Tomohiko Aishima, Executive Director of Peace and Global Issues at Soka Gakkai International, who will welcome you all to the symposium on behalf of Soka Gakkai International, and from Perie Longo, who is a member of the Board of Directors of the Nuclear Age Peace Foundation, the chair of our poetry committee, and a former Santa Barbara Poet Laureate. Perie will share poetry by David Krieger and Daisaku Ikeda. I wish you a productive and meaningful day. And if you do use social media, please use the hashtag #ChooseHope so that we can spread the word and spread this all too important message. Thank you so much.
What an extraordinary privilege it is to gather here in the beautiful city of Santa Barbara to explore a theme that resonates deeply in our times: choose hope. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our distinguished guests, to everyone who has made this symposium possible, and to all of you who have joined us today. My name is Tomohiko Aishima, and I serve as the Executive Director of Peace and Global Issues at Soka Gakkai International. Soka Gakkai is a global community-based Buddhist organization that inspires hope to create peace. And SGI, as a non-governmental organization, has been in consultative status with the United Nations Economic Social Council since 1983. 2 years ago, we lost two extraordinary visionaries, Daisaki Ikeda in November and David Krieger in December. I was deeply moved by the powerful bond between the two men and their relentless pursuit and lifelong commitment to a world without war and nuclear weapons. As early as the mid-1990s, David Krieger and Soka Gakkai International united in a shared mission to work together toward the abolition of nuclear weapons. In 1997, when I was a young reporter of Soka Gakkai's newspaper, Seikyo Shimbun, I had the honor of meeting Dr. Krieger at the young youth gathering in Kanagawa, Japan. It was there that Dr. Krieger first met Daisaki Ikeda. Kanagawa holds deep significance for the members of Soka Gakkai, as it was the site where our second president, Josei Toda, made his historic declaration calling for the abolition of nuclear weapons. Dr. Krieger once remarked that Toda's insight, denouncing nuclear weapons as absolute evil, closely aligned with the International Court of Justice's 1996 advisory opinion, which described the power of nuclear weapons as catastrophic. Dr. Krieger then called upon the young people gathered there to rise and work together towards the realization of Toda's foremost goal, a world free of nuclear weapons. The following year, in 1998, Dr. Krieger visited Okinawa, Japan. Okinawa is home to a large concentration of US military bases and was once the launch site for the US nuclear missile Mace B. The launch pad was made of solid concrete. After Okinawa was returned to Japan, Ikeda visited the remnants of the missile launch pad and learned of plans to demolish it. After much thought, he urged that the launch pad be preserved, not as a relic of destruction, but as a monument to peace. He insisted that it should remain standing as a testament to humanity, to folly, and as a vow that the war will never happen again. Today, the very nuclear missile launch pad stands as the World Peace Monument. It was at the Okinawa Training Center, where this monument stands, that Ikeda and Krieger reunited. They engaged in profound discussion on various topics, including the practical realities of dismantling nuclear warheads. Plutonium, named after Pluto, the king of the underworld, is a dangerous, evil material of destruction, yet its disposal remains an unresolved challenge. Their dialogue did not merely dwell on the ideals of nuclear abolition. What impressed me most was that it was a call to action rooted in practical solutions. Their third meeting took place in March 2000 at the graduation ceremony of Soka Gakuen, a school founded by Ikeda. There, Dr. Krieger addressed the students, urging them to become global citizens, to lead with courage, and to follow in the footsteps of Dr. Ikeda, who dedicated his life to peace. Their dialogue, Choose Hope, was published in Japanese in 2001 and in English in 2002. In the introduction to the English edition, Daisaki Ikeda wrote, quote, Dr. Krieger and I have experienced the horrors of war. It will make us extremely happy if our dialogue inspires young people to undertake further dialogue for the sake of peace, unquote. The dialogue between these two great peace builders, Daisaki Ikeda and David Krieger, leaves us urgent and unyielding messages that demand our attention. We lead to human folly. War leads to human folly. Let there be dignity for all. Stigmatize nuclear weapons and protect the right to human survival. The power of human spirit is mightier than the evil power of nuclear weapons. Let us plant the seeds of peace and change the course of history. The abolition of nuclear weapons is an enormously challenge, yet a most important goal for our shared sustainable future. Have hope. You will change the world. These messages are invaluable treasures for us today and for generations yet unborn. Let us embark on this journey together to choose limitless hope as we can carry within us the spirit of these great peace builders. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome. I'm delighted that Ivana asked me to read a couple of poems, one by Daisuke Ikeda and David Krieger, and bringing their poetic voices together. So thank you, Ivana, and wonderful to see everybody. So I'm going to first read a poem by Daisuke Ikeda, The Foundation for Lasting Human Happiness. Nothing is more barbarous than war. Nothing is more cruel. How many tears have mothers had to weep? How many precious seasons of youth have been ruined? How much happy laughter of children has been stifled? Change history. Move the age. Bring the world together. If winter comes, can spring be far behind? Now is the time to vigorously sing a song of the springtime of peace. The deeper the darkness, the closer the dawn. Now is the time to sound the bell, heralding the dawn of peace with all our might. There is a path that birds follow as they fly through the sky. There is a path that fish follow as they swim through the sea. There is a path that the stars follow as they travel the heavens. And there is a path of principle, and human beings should follow. There is none other than the path of peace. Let's begin with what we can do. Let's move forward, even if just an inch. If you have no hope, create some. If the world around you is dark, be the sun that illuminates all. And now a poem by David Krieger for Daisuke Ikeda. As we travel on this journey, I hear your voice clearly, like the voice of a bell, ringing out for peace. I hear your voice clearly in the gentle sound of water as it softens the hard edges of stone and cuts through the mountains. As we travel on this journey, I am led by your unspoken presence into a garden where courage, compassion, joy, tolerance, hope, and new life are celebrated by lofty bronze figures reaching outward to the world and upward to the heavens. As we travel on this journey, I sense your presence through the mist on the mountains where sturdy pines grow tall. Your vision is reflected in bright eyes and smiling faces. I hear your voice clearly in the voice of the people, the student, the seeker, the questioner, the worker, the pilgrim, the sage. I hear your voice clearly, like the sharp, solid voice, the pure, open voice of a bell ringing out again and again for peace.